Today we're talking about graphing from Slope Intercept, and I want to start by exploring y equals mx plus b with sliders on Desmos. So here we have y equals mx plus b, and you may recognize this as solving for y. Solving for y, where you have a coefficient on m, a coefficient m that's on x, and a constant, and here that's b. Now, look what happens when I move m. We're rotating just around this point right here. The only thing that's changing is the steepness of this line. Now I'm going to set m to 1, and I'm going to play with b. Well, the line is like the same, right? But what's happening here? Now let's look at m and b individually. Okay, here we go. Let's consider what effect m has on the line. Okay? Let's make m let's start with an m of 1. Let's change m to 10 and see what happens. It gets steeper. What about 100? What about 1000? The bigger that number is, the closer it gets to vertical. What happens if we make it a fraction? How about 1 over 4? It's flatter. How about 1 over 10? Flatter. 100? 1,000? 1,000,000? The smaller the fraction is, the closer it gets to horizontal. What happens if we make it a negative number? Well, now the slope of the line is negative. I'm going to try just typing these and see what happens. So a bigger number for m makes the line steeper. A fraction for m makes the line flatter. And a negative number for m makes the line negative. Now I'm going to keep my slope exactly the same. Okay? I'm going to keep my slope exactly the same. We're just going to move b and see what happens. If I set b to 2, where does this line cross the y-axis? If I set this to 4, where does it cross the x-axis? Y-axis. How about negative 10? Oh, it's so low I can't even see it. How about negative 1? How about negative 4? So, what effect does b have on the line? If b is set to 4, the line crosses the y-axis at 0, 4. At 0, 0, 0. At negative 4, 0, negative 4. So could we use this information from the equation of a line that's graphed as y equals mx plus b to draw the graph? Could we draw the graph? M is the slope. It's going to tell us how steep, flat or negative the line is, right? And 0b is the y-intercept, meaning it's where it crosses the y-axis. So how are we going to graph from slope-intercept? Well, we're going to identify the y-intercept. We're going to graph the y-intercept. We're going to identify the slope and move to a second point using the slope. Plot the second point and use the 2 points to draw the line. Let's look at a couple examples. Begin with b, 0, 2, 0 over, 2 up. We're always looking at this line here. Move with M. Well, here my M is 3. So what's my invisible denominator? I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 up, 1 over, and draw the line. How can I check? Desmos. Type this into Desmos. See if the picture matches what you drew. Begin with B, 0, -1. 0, and we're always on this line. Move with M, 1 over 3. This is positive, so I'm going to go up and then to the right. 1 up, 3 over. I can continue on if I want. I can even go backwards and keep this triangle. But I only need 2 points to draw the line. Type y equals 1 over 3x minus 1 in Desmos and see if the picture matches what you drew. Oh no, where's my B? No big deal. This is identity property of addition, right? Any number plus 0 is itself. So if I can't see it, 0, 0, I'm starting at the origin. My slope, -2 over 1. I'm always going to associate the negative with the numerator. I go 2 down, 1, 2, because the number is negative, and 1 to the right. 2 down and 1 to the right. I can keep going if I want, but I certainly don't have to. 2 down and 1 to the right, 2 down and 1 to the right. I can keep going on this pattern, but I only need 2 lines, 2 points to draw the line. Type y equals -2x into Desmos and see if the picture matches. So even though this is a negative fraction, we are going to associate the slope with the top number. I identify B, 0, -3, and I move with M. 1 down, 3 over. 1 down, 3 over. Draw the line. Type the equation into Desmos and see if the picture matches. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful.